Welcome to Be Great Today, weekly inspiration to start your week. I am Jonathan Bloom, or Frasley Sparkspan in the world of Warcraft. So I'm going to take you on an adventure through one of the fears that I struggle with a lot. If you're around me sometimes and you hear a little buzzing insect, you may see me go like, ah! You may hear any manner of reactions from me. I don't think that I react as violently or as afraid as I have in the past, but I am afraid of bees. I've been afraid of bees ever since I was 6 years old, and we were standing outside of the school bus, learning about bus safety, and this little buzzing happened in my ear, and I put my hand up to it, and a bee stings me right on my middle finger. I've been afraid of these little insects. I am 6'6", between 230 to 250 pounds, depending on how much I eat. And I'm afraid of this little insect. According to schoolofbees.com, a bee weighs about 0.00025 pounds. They say 60,000 bees can be as heavy as 15 pounds. So I'm afraid of this very little insect. So me, at 245 pounds, I am terrified of a bee that could only weigh 15 pounds if there were many of them. People have tried to tell me over the years, get over it. Get past it. I have tried. I've tried to get past this fear. Sometimes we are afraid, and there is nothing we can do. And it's more than just sometimes even the physical fears. We're afraid of the future. We're afraid of the what ifs. And my fear of bees has helped me realize that there are those fears of others that I may think is stupid. Just get over it. Just get past it. I think a very real fear of my generation and the generation that's following me is anxiety. Anxiety sometimes is what I know a lot of people attribute their fear to. I'm afraid whenever I go to a new place, what's going to happen. When it's something that I don't know. I'm afraid when I have a new guest on my podcast. I was terrified of going to BlizzCon, of the what if. And we can't always just get over it. People make fun of me sometimes because of my bee fear. Back when I was in an after-school program, there were people that would go, bzz, bzz, like they would take a pen or something. You go, bzz, it was terrifying me. Sometimes it would terrify me. Sometimes it would annoy me that they're making fun of a fear. And the point I'm getting is we all have fears that I think may be irrational, and we can't always just get past it. But I think it's not just our fears. I think it's good to know others have fears too. And I think if we can understand those fears better, and if we can understand that we need to give people space, be with them in those fears, empathize with them, we may not understand why they're afraid of that way. I still can't explain why I'm afraid, again, of a little insect that once it hits you, when I understand the bee dies, it should be more afraid of me. Why do I give it so much power? I don't think I'll ever be able to explain it. But I hope that this helps me realize other people are afraid of something that is probably the size of a bee. Some may have a fear that is huge, the size of a mountain. But I think some fears are a bee, and there's nothing we can do to get past it. So this week, let's look at the fears we have, and let's look at the fears of other people have. And let's try to look at it with a feeling of empathy, perspective, not judgment, but being with people where they are at that moment in that fear. Thank you for listening to this week's Be Great Today. You are helping alleviate a fear that I have, that sometimes I have this fear that no one listens. There are sometimes I'm like, why do I do this? And whenever I hear somebody says that something from one of these shows, you show me that you're listening, and I appreciate that. And I'm growing through this as well. You can find the show at inspirationalpodcast.com. And there you can find past episodes, as well as where you can subscribe to this show so I can bring you inspiration every week. So until next week, I don't even want to say it. be awesome.
This show is brought to you by Dragon Powered Studio. Find more at dragonpoweredstudio.com.